Hello, I'm Aaron Marino from Alpha M Image Consulting, and do I have a story for you? But before I get into the story, I have to put it in context. I have to tell you a little bit about where I live. Well, as some of you know, and even fewer of you care, I live in Atlanta, Georgia. More specifically, a suburb of Atlanta, Georgia. I live in Cobb County, where the schools are great, the homes are nice, and the crime rate is low. Unless, of course, you're talking about crimes of fashion. In that case, I live in pleated pant purgatory. I'm off topic, let me continue. So I'm at the gym the other day and I noticed there's a commotion over at the basketball court, but I don't pay it much attention because there's always a commotion at the basketball court. I gotta get in the zone, I gotta pump myself up. I'm about to do my last set of bench press, 495 for 12 reps. For those of you who work out, that was funny. For those of you who don't work out, I'm a beast and a liar. So I look over, and there are these two grown-ass men having a fist fight right there on the basketball court. Well, it gets broken up, and these two morons get us escorted out. Well, about 10 minutes later, I'm finished with my workout, and I walk outside, and there are 15 damn cop cars. Well, apparently, Biggie and Tupac decided to have a good old-fashioned shootout right there in the parking lot, in suburbia, where fun goes to die and have kids at 3 o'clock in the damn afternoon. Well, this had me thinking. I need a gun. So today's video, we're talking about how to dress to conceal firearms. No, you know me better than that. I'm a lover, not a fighter. Hugs, not guns. Kisses, puppies and kittens. That's what you need, amigo, not pistoles. But it did have me thinking. It had me thinking about fighting and foolishness and dealing with dickheads. And so today's video, we're talking about how to win a fight, a physical altercation, every time. Now, most of you can remember getting into a fight when you were little. You had a disagreement and you were like, man, I will meet you at the monkey bars at noon on the playground, S.A. You and me will settle this like men. Well, typically, you might have gotten one punch or a little slap, but you ended up rolling around on the ground with a kid named Tommy. Okay, bad analogy. I was rolling around with a guy named Tommy also last night, and I have two words for you. Tiger. You're rolling around for 15 seconds before your friends or a teacher break up the fight. 5 minutes later, you and Tommy are best buds again. Well, my friends, times have changed. You want to get into a fight now? Somebody will pull out a gun and shoot your ass. Click, click, boom! Maybe they don't have a gun. Maybe they just have a knife or a ninja sword. The fact is, you are getting seriously fucked up. And who hasn't heard of a story where a guy gets sucker punched? He falls down, hits his head, he's in a coma for 2 weeks, he's brain dead, he dies. Guess what? Your ass goes to jail. And prison is not a place that I want to go. I decided a long time ago that I was never going to go to jail. I would not do well in jail. Popular? Yes. Well, no, they would pass me around like a joint. So I started thinking about fighting in general and came up with 5 reasons that somebody would get into a physical altercation, or a fist fight, or a beatdown, or a smackdown, or... If you're an MMA fighter, if you're a professional boxer, if you are a professional assassin, that is your job. You do it for real, you're legit. This video isn't for you. This is a video for guys like me, for my buddies, and people that don't get their rocks off getting an elbow smashed across the bridge of their nose and then getting in full guard and start elbowing it. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Rear naked choke. Let's talk about the 5 reasons. Reason number 1, you are a moron. You're a big bully. You walk around looking for fights, picking fights, starting stuff. You always are bowed up and looking to mix it up with somebody. If that's you, you're an idiot. Someday you're going to pick a fight with the wrong guy, and guess what? They're going to sucker punch you, you're going to fall down, hit your head, you're in a coma, your mom's crying, your dad's crying, everybody's crying, oh, he was such a nice boy. Then you're going to have all these other dudes that you picked on being like, yo, he wasn't that nice, he was a dick and he deserved it. If you're the guy that picks fights with people, you need to stop. There is nothing that you are gaining. You just look like a big idiot. Don't be that guy. Reason number 2, you hang out with a bunch of jerk-offs. And it happens time and time again. When people or guys, or young guys more specifically, are in a group of their friends and peers, they get a little bit more. It's like all that testosterone fuels like aggression. And somebody will instigate something, and then because they're with all their buddies, everybody's tough, and they decide to jump in, and it's called the gang mentality. It's a bunch of sheep typically following one of the alpha males in the group. And you guys are morons. Once again, if you're hanging out with these jack-offs, then guess what? You need to find new friends. This leads me to reason number 3. The fear of looking like a wimp or looking like a pussy. And, you know, in that gang mentality with when you're with a bunch of your friends and people are like, oh, come on, let's da-da-da-da. You don't want to be that guy who's like, no, man, that's cool. So that's a reason that people sometimes get into fights, because they feel almost peer pressured into it. Reason number 4. Too much alcohol in an environment that breeds insecurity. Alright. You're at a bar, you're at a club, you're at a tailgating party, I don't care where you are, you're with your significant other, and somebody walks by and might have checked your girlfriend or boyfriend out or looked at him a certain way, and you've had too much to drink. And all of a sudden you go, yo man, he's looking at my woman. Dude, chill out. She's going home with you, but I'll tell you what, you pick that fight, get your ass whooped, and guess what? She or he is going home with the guy that just knocked your monkey ass out. Don't do that. Just keep your head about you. And reason number 5, defending somebody's honor. All right, Ralph Macchio. This really doesn't happen all that much. I mean, come on. What happened? Somebody called your mom a slut? Chances are she is. What, are you going to fight me? Huh? That was a test. Seriously, okay, if somebody rapes your sister, beats your mom up, loosens the bolts on Granny's wheelchair and pushes her down the hill, we're not talking about that situation or scenario. That's what I call revenge. And I think there is a time and a place for that. We're talking about just general fights. And defending somebody's honor, not an option. So okay, out of those 5 reasons, which reason is a good reason to get into a fight? What's that? Huh? None of them? That's the conclusion I've come to. And I know some of you are like, Aaron, you just don't understand. Sometimes you just have to. And I guess you're right. I don't understand because I've never been in a fist fight. Now, I've been in a few situations that have gotten pretty heated and people have gotten real pissed off. But I have never let a situation escalate to the point of physical violence. Granted, I'm a little guy, but I know I could fuck somebody up. I'm just kidding. I've always kept my head about me and talked my way out of the bad situation. But it's a choice. You can very easily stoke the fire and just somebody gets pissed, you get pissed, and all of a sudden your emotions go wild and you're rolling around in the bar with a guy named Billy. But to be completely honest with you guys, because that's sort of my thing here, I used to be embarrassed that I've never been in a fist fight. And I would actually, like, when somebody would ask me, I'd be like, yeah, I've been in fights. And I used to lie about it. It wasn't until about 7, 8, 9 years ago when I really got comfortable in my own skin and decided, you know what, it's nothing to be embarrassed about. I'm actually proud and embrace the fact that I've never let my emotions run wild and rampant and gotten into a physical fight. For me, now, it's pretty cool. For you, I hope that you can come to that conclusion as well. Gentlemen, the moral of this video is nothing good comes out of fighting. You gotta learn how to think. Use your most powerful muscle, your brain. If you find yourself in a bad situation, get yourself out of that situation using your head, not your hands. If you're hanging out with guys that are always looking for trouble, or if you're hanging out with guys that it seems like trouble always finds them, guess what? It is time to get some new friends. Okay, so this video, I'm back in my bedroom. How intimate. Because you guys, some people liked the last video I did. Some people hated the last video. Some people are like, get in your bedroom, it's more intimate. I miss your bedroom. Really? I don't get it. What am I missing? Anyway, I can't make everybody happy, but I did order a new video camera. Yes. I think it's a good one. It's a Canon M400. I know it's HD. Apparently this video is not. Next week we're talking about fall fashion, and I may be in front of the green screen. We're talking about fall fashion. I might be in an orchard or around leaves. I'll be somewhere. Probably not here. Thanks for watching. Bye.